But in that sense, it's done well, and it's going to be a corner. Are we going to see yet another Thomas Tuchel header away, ball whipped in? Oh, that time it's a Zuma header away from the corner. No one there. We had nothing. We had nothing. We had nothing in the counter there. We had absolutely nothing in the counter. Obviously, always a Hugo Mensch. Always a Hugo Mensch. Who was the player you were talking about last night in the chat of the Okay, give me 1 second. Big ball forward from Areola. We lose the ball out instantly. Right, now's the time. Hang on, give me 1 sec. Nope, sounds fine, says James. James Gunn sounds fine, and I trust James. Sound bad? Yes, sound quality. Okay. Let me check. Let me try something. Hopefully that's slightly better. Owen. Owen. Wide on the right hand side, charging forward. Jared Bowen looks to try and play a cross. Be a corner. Nessie blocked it. My Lord. I mean, there we go. Hopefully, maybe that works. Sounds fine to me. I don't know. Nope. How bad is it? Don't know. We'll see. Whipped in from the corner. Oh! Oh! I couldn't even tell who got the final touch. It was played in. There was an initial header, and then Bowen was there. So Antonio was there. Billing shouting about something. Let's look at the replay. Whipped in from Bowen. Initial header from Paquetá. Antonio just gets a touch on it. That would have been in. They don't look confident from corners. I will say that. They don't look confident from corners at all. All good. Sounds good to me now. Good now. Good. Okay, cool. Thank you. Ben Rama shot from range. Straight over. Now I won't touch it. I won't touch it. I'll leave it exactly as it is now.
Ben Rama there doing classic Ben Rama things, dribbling inside, sideways, and then just powering a shot over the bar. Oh, I'm looking at replay of that corner. It was so close. Any touch and that ends up in the back of the net. Any touch at all. Annoying. Very, very annoying. I'm going to have to let you go. You hate to see it. You hate to see it, Steve. I'd fire me, to be fair. So, you know, it is how it is. Just cut to Alex Scott in the crowd there for Bournemouth. We lose out the ball instantaneously from the free kick. Like, instantaneously. It's more trebly, but it's not fading in and out anymore. As long as it's not fading in and out anymore, then that's the positive. Sounds good now, mate? Okay, cool. I'm just not going to touch it again. I'm just never ever going to touch it again. I'm going to have to at some point. Ben Rama, nice 1-2 with Lucas Paquetá there. Lovely done. Don't take a shot, lay it short. To Sofal. Cross it in. Souček or Bowen, back post. Oh, can't quite get there. Pulled back again. Hit from Emerson. Can't quite make it work. Neto easily collects it. It was from Ben Rama. I thought it was Emerson. Ben Rama asking for a pen there. I didn't see it personally. I didn't see it as a pen personally, but he's asking for it. Fornals has played back to Ben Rama. That's where the confusion was. I think it was fine. I think it was fine, personally. For anyone, Aero shot, good to see. I think we're doing all right. We've created the better chances. Obviously, it's been very David Moyes. They've had all possession, but they've not really done much with it. They've gotten slightly dangerous as the half has gone on, but in general, I would say we've had the better chances. It is what it is. Souček with control. Souček twining him up. You'll love to see a poor pass from Ben Rama first time. We're looking to really play it quickly through the lines. If anyone has a deeper explanation, by the way, feel free to let Aero Shock know. We're looking to play it really quick. Anthony, poor pass. Anthony's been crap today. I'm not going to lie. Looking for that ball straight down the line. We are looking so direct and so fast. It's terrifying almost. Just the ball comes in and just an absolute, just ping it forward instantaneously. Not direct in a big balls over the top. On the floor mainly, but just really like fire, go. It's very, I don't mind it, but it's a bit of an issue to some extent. Because we just don't seem too accurate at it, but that's where we're going to create those chances. Free kick given against Bowen on Ryan Christie there. Yellow card for Jared Bowen, I guess, for the kicking of the ball. Dumb. That's incredibly dumb. Referee gives a free kick against one of Bowen or Souček. I don't know which one. Jared Bowen goes to sprint away with the ball. I don't know. I think that's a stupid yellow. I think that's very soft. I think it's very, very soft personally. I don't think he hasn't trained West Ham fan for life. He hasn't trained yet, so I don't think he's even been training pre-season for Ajax for a little while. So big ball forward, nodded away there from Kurt Zouma. Philip Billing. I respect it. Under a little bit of pressure, I think from Aguerd, he just ignores the ball and just goes straight for Aguerd. He's like, "You're not getting there," so they can win their corner. David Brooks is going across to take it. We'll see how it goes. Ryan for the £2. Thank you very much for the full-time fund. Massively appreciated, sir. Helps us out a huge amount. Thank you. Like I say, we're doing okay in a Dave Moisey sense. I think the reaction will be that, right? I think people will hate it because it's David Moisey. Ball in, punched away from Areola. But realistically, we're creating the better chances of the two teams. They have dried up. I think this half, the longer it's gone on, the worse it's got for West Ham. We started very brightly. Both teams were gunning for it, and they looked very shaky, and we were going mad. Then the 20 minutes after that, it felt very much like it was
starting to become David Moyes. We were sitting very deep, hitting them on counter-attack, creating better opportunities than they were, but certainly having none of the possession. And at this point, it feels a little bit like our opportunities are drying up as well. The longest half's gone on, the worse it's got for us. Or the better it's got for Bournemouth. Either way, I don't even think it's got that good for Bournemouth. And Areola palms it away. Thankfully won. But thank you for the £2, Ryan. Much appreciated. Calls from handball, definitely a pullback on Paquetá by Brooks there. And Paquetá gets taken down. That's going to be a free kick to West Ham. Thank you very much. Moyes ball at its finest is a perfect way of describing it, girl. It's Moisey, it's Moyes. Sorry, yeah. Exactly what Richards is saying. Exactly what Richards is saying. To come back to this, Woody, I am. It depends, not massively, because I think the future of football is just going to be people. I think you want one or two of those people in a squad still, and I think we have them, especially Ogbonna, who's been around for such a long time. He's basically a club. I was going to say legend, but he's not obviously a legend, but you know, someone who's been a stalwart of the club, sort of that role. I think you need one or two of them in a squad at any one time, but obviously the future of football is people being much more transient, players being less at clubs, less and less time. The problem is the such a short turnover time is my bigger problem with that. It's a little bit concerning, but I we'll see how it ends up. Ultimately, if we're playing well on the pitch, I don't think anyone cares, right? I think that's where we're at. It's low key. Oh, that's nicely done from Bournemouth. Kirkes on his way down the left-hand side. Whips it in, deflected off Soufal, and again, sort of manages to almost get away. Again, not having a great game. Late short from Christie. Paquetá, just beautifully done. Just sat on it, saying no. Surely a free kick. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Paquetá winning the free kick there under the pressure from Ryan Christie. Ryan Christie needlessly there. Paquetá playing some of the dark arts there. Just runs it deeply into the corner. Had literally nowhere to go, and Ryan Christie just waiting for Ryan Christie to do something, and he does. He obliges. Thank you very much. Free kick. Paquetá doing so well. Paquetá, he's having a good game. He's having a good game. I think in terms of performances, I think Agaird's been shaky. I don't think Antonio's been that good. I think Paquetá's having a good performance. I think Souček's having a good performance. Bowen started off really hotly and it's sort of died down a little bit. Looking to play the ball forward here. Bournemouth down the left-hand side, looking for Kirkes. Billing getting involved. Zuma a little bit awkward there, but he stops it from getting forward. It's going to be a corner though, a bit awkward. Corner to Bournemouth. Our right-hand side. Anthony's going to be the one who takes it. Short to Rothwell. Looking to play it in Christie. Oh, that's a nice little flick around. It was a nice idea. It was a nice little training ground routine there, but just maybe a little bit too cute there. And their passing, especially Anthony's today, their passing has just been nowhere near zippy enough and accurate enough to really be pulling off those sort of moves. But it was a nice little training ground routine. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it even more because it did not work. Zuma going short. Was expecting him just to hoof it. Playing himself a little bit into trouble here. We went a throw in from it, but just a little bit awkward there. Needed to maybe just hoof that one. I'm not a proponent of the hoof, but they're certainly pushing us here. Like I say, this is the sort of high pressing that I was expecting from Bournemouth under their new manager. I'll tell you what, Anthony does well to battle for that one. Finds Dominic Solanke. Soufal teaming up with Zuma, just getting the block on that one. Paquetá, nice turn. Akatar trying a little flick around, wins yet another free kick. Thank you very much. He spent more time on the floor today than he has horizontal. He spent more time horizontal than he has vertical today. But, you know, he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. 1 minute of stoppage time to play. Oh, Ray, I don't know what you were expecting. It's a David Moyes West Ham side. I don't know what you were expecting. I've met quite a few. I've met Antonio twice. I've met Pedro Obiang. I met Masuaku. I've met Jose Fontes, Sam Byram. I met who else have I met? Ludo McCloskey. Freddie Lundberg. Met quite a few. Half of those through Hamish Chat stuff, and then some of those like Lundberg and McCloskey and stuff through other stuff. Just through life. Half time there. 0-0 at half time. Started really excitingly. It started really excitingly. I think Gary's got it. It's sort of bang on with where I'm at a little bit. It started really. I flipping wish, Richard. It started really excitingly, and there was a Marlon Harewood, man. And we were sort of buzzing for it. We're moving, like they're going quite quickly, and the sort of the fast tempo of it wasn't really working for them. If we're being honest about it, I felt like their passing was just being really emphasized as being just weak and dodgy when we were going fast for the ball, when we were pressing, and it was working out for us. And then as the game went on, we settled into the Moyes rhythm of sitting deep and only looking for those counter-attacks. And that necessarily wasn't bad for us. I think it was working for us. I think if you look over the course of the entire half, I think we have made the better opportunities. We have been the more dangerous team. The problem is that especially in the last 10 minutes of that half, it became basically all Bournemouth. Possession-wise, it was already mostly Bournemouth. Pardon me. Possession-wise, my stomach's going crazy. Possession-wise, it was, pardon me again, it was all Bournemouth anyway. There was at no point was it not all Bournemouth. The stats will be the stats. It will be them with a very high percentage, right? But they weren't really doing much with it. They weren't playing fast enough, and they sort of settled into their rhythm as it went on. As we got more and more Moyes in, that's fine, and we sort of did that earlier than they did. It was working for us. But they started passing it slowly, and then bam, 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 quick passes out from the back, and that started to be where they got their joy from. And as that half went on, we sort of completely dissipated. There were no chances coming from us and all chances coming from Bournemouth. They still weren't strong by any stretch of the imagination. They still weren't strong. And I think over the course of the half, I would still say we were probably the better team. But that little warning sign, if this half continues, if the second half continues in the way the first half ended, then I feel like it's definitely going to be a more dangerous time for us specifically. There needs to be a change at half time, maybe not even necessarily in personnel, just in terms of just, oh, bless me, in terms of livening up and that kind of stuff. However, that's how I feel. How does Gio Mackie feel? You all right?
I think we're playing okay, Charlie. It's better than I expected, but then is that because we're playing well or because I expected complete rubbish and it's not quite that? But we're doing okay. I think we started brightly, I guess. I think the last 10 minutes, Bournemouth have probably been a better side, but by and large, I think we're doing fine. Lots of room to do better. We can improve. There's one or two players who haven't really contributed much in the first half, but by and large, I'm okay, Charlie. The game's there to be won. That's what I will say. Bournemouth, while I haven't been blown away by us, I've not been blown away by Bournemouth either. They don't look great, but it feels like a level game. I think the thing I will say is that if I say to you now, where do you think Bournemouth will finish this season? I'd imagine 14, 15 might be the most popular answer. And it's quite even Stevens, and we're playing a team that we expect to finish in the bottom half of the table. So there's your barometer, if you like.
Yeah, I think by and large, I think if you said over the course of the entire half, I would maybe make the argument that we've been the better team. But that last 10 minutes, it's felt.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Actually, I think the first half hour, I think we were the better side.
Yeah, I think the last 10 minutes has been when Bournemouth has started to find that rhythm that you can see what they're trying to do, right? Passing slowly out from the back and then quickly going bang, like hitting it either long towards Brooks or Anthony, or fast zippy passes in towards Billing, sort of getting in quick, like going quick, slow, so rapid. and I don't think their passing has been that good. They seem to just be a little bit awkward. It feels like they're playing, and I mean this. I don't mean this disrespectfully. I don't mean it respectfully, but I don't mean it disrespectfully either. It feels like they're playing tactics for players that just aren't as, just maybe a little bit better than what they've got. Because some of their passing is just awkwardly wayward in a way that you wouldn't expect. I mean, there was that one pass that went to Anthony and he just did not control the ball. Not he miscontrolled it. My man just did not control it at all. And I feel like they've seen a bit more joy with that as the half has gone on, which, you know, is what it is. But if we come out in the second half how we came out in the first, and like you say, I think this game is there for the winning. It's not as, I don't know. I feel like Paquetá's done really well in the in the defensive midfield department. I thought he's battled really well, and I think that's helped massively. There were times where I was absolutely terrified because Thomas Souček was in the box, but actually Paquetá just got involved and just battled, just fought for it. And I think without that, we would be a lot worse than it is. So I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling all right, Gia, but I do need to pee. So I will go, and then I'll be back in a minute.
Thank you very much, Charlie. Right, let's see what you're all saying. Get your comments into the live chat. Liam says it's nice to see some nice passing happening and some actual attack. Pac-Man suits us in the defensive midfield role, which he plays for Brazil, while Tommy thinks Paquetá is a bit too slow for the Premier League. Fraser thinks Bourne was unlucky. I think Bourne was naive. It's been well documented everywhere that they're clamping down on three things: time wasting, descent, and, well, I guess kicking the ball away comes under time wasting, but I guess traditionally you would imagine it's taking your time at goal kicks and throw-ins. So what Bourne did, is it time wasting? Not really. I mean, it happens all the time, but this is what they're trying to clamp down on in the Premier League. So I think Bourne was perhaps guilty of just being a bit naive that the referee wouldn't book him for his first offence kind of thing. But this is where sometimes I feel like the referees set the benchmark. So from now on, anybody who does what Bourne does, I expect to get yellow carded. I'm not confident that would happen. Jay reckons Benrahma's looking fitter. They all look fitter than the beginning of last season. Ionic says they have been very lucky a couple of times where we should have scored. On another day, we'd be 2-0 up. I agree with that. We have been unlucky not to at least have scored the one. Alan said it's exactly what he expected. It's a little bit meh. I genuinely think this is better than I expected. But like I said, I think it's because I was expecting nothing.